welcome back to the Supes channel. My name is Supes Ramos, and on this channel I aim to entertain, inform, and inspire using the topic of discussion as always, which is superheroes. So guys, today we're going to be talking about Avengers 5 and Avengers Secret Wars. Right now, one of the big priorities at Marvel Studios is not only to get Spider-Man 4 up and off the ground and into production. It's rumored to start filming this fall. We should hear about who's directing in the coming weeks, but another massive priority has been Avengers 5. Apparently, Marvel has reportedly already told certain actors to block out certain dates in their schedule because they're looking to start shooting Avengers 5 January 2025. Another thing Marvel's been dealing with is the entire Jonathan Majors Kang situation. We already know Jonathan Majors has been fired, but now it's recently been reported that it looks like Marvel is going to move forward with Kang as the centerpiece villain of this multiverse saga. They've already put in so much work of building up the lore of Kang and building up Kang as a concept, because at the end of the day, the variants we've seen of Jonathan Majors, they could just be variants. I mean, Kang is literally the easiest character to recast because there's so many versions of him out there. So if Marvel decides they do want to recast with Kang, which it looks like, you know, all signs are pointing in that direction, then it would be pretty damn easy because you could just introduce a different, more powerful variant, and then boom, that can be the menace that everyone is going to have to face. A few of the names we've been hearing to be in the mix for the new Kang have been Coleman Domingo, John David Washington, Lakeith Stanfield, and those are just the big three names, but it's now been reported that a Kang-related announcement is expected to be coming in the next couple of months. All signs are pointing at D23, August 8th through the 11th. I think that is going to be such a massive weekend for Marvel. I think there we will get a ton of different information about Marvel's upcoming projects, and that's going to be, you know, the big events where Marvel's really just going to lay the groundwork for what's to come. Again, we know Marvel Studios has been going through a ton of different changes, slowing down the amount of projects they've been making in order to, I guess, just attend to the projects that they have coming out and just prioritizing quality over quantity. So with all of the different changes that have been going on at Marvel Studios, another big one is that now it's being reported that for Avengers 5 has now been reworked into being a much more grounded and standalone film, and then Avengers Secret Wars will be the big massive multiverse event, and that film could be split into two parts. So hypothetically speaking, Marvel could be prepping to go into production on an entire Avengers trilogy right now. We have Avengers 5 and then Avengers Secret Wars Part 1 and 2. Now when it comes to Avengers 5, I really want to talk about this because I think for Avengers 5, reshaping that film to be a much more grounded standalone film makes a lot of sense. Because guys, when it came to the multiverse saga, before we got Infinity War and Endgame, we grew to love the Avengers and their relationships with one another. We cared about Cap's relationship with Black Widow, about Tony's relationship with Banner, about Hawkeye's relationship with Black Widow. Like, there's so many different relationships there that we grew to care about in the first Avengers movie, in Captain America the Winter Soldier, in Captain America Civil War, in Avengers Age of Ultron. We got so many different films where we grew to love the relationships of these characters before we ever got to the big events. Now in the multiverse saga, we haven't gotten that. You know, we saw, the last time we saw Sam Wilson, he just became Captain America, and obviously he has this film on the way, but you know, that was back at the beginning of 2021. Now we're about to be, you know, we're halfway through 2024 and we still haven't seen the Captain America. There's, you know, Marvel has made a lot of mistakes along the way with Phase 4 and Phase 5, but I think having realized that, now I think that's why they're reshaping Avengers 5 to be a much more grounded film, where we're introduced to the new Avengers. Because that's another thing too, is that at this current point in time, we don't even know who the new Avengers are. We don't even know who's going to be a part of the team. Is Moon Knight going to be in there? Is She-Hulk going to be in there? We don't even know. We did hear a while back that Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4 will likely lead directly into Avengers 5, and he will be the main character of Avengers 5. And again, love that idea, makes a ton of sense. Right now, if we look at Marvel's current starting lineup, we have Sam Wilson's Captain America, Captain Marvel, Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange, Shuri's Black Panther, and Tom Holland's Spider-Man is bigger than all of them. He's the character we care the most about. Again, we've spent the most time with his character. We all love Spider-Man in general. He's probably a lot of our favorite Marvel character, and we've literally watched this specific version of Peter Parker grow up from being a 15-year-old kid who didn't know what he was doing to now being a young adult in college, knowing who he is and being just a great version of Spider-Man. So now for Avengers 5, I would love to see Tom Holland's Spider-Man be the main character. And I'm very curious to see what his, I guess, position or role would be in this new Avengers team. Because previously in a film like Avengers Infinity War, Tom was just the little kid that was tagging along for the ride. But now that he's done a lot of growing up, is he going to be one of the leaders of this team? You know, what's going to be his role in amongst this lineup of characters? In the footage Marvel showed for Captain America Brave New World at CinemaCon, a lot of the footage they were showing had to do with the formation of the new Avengers. You know, we got a specific scene which I had the privilege of being there and actually seeing the scene play out. And it was just a scene of Sam Wilson talking to President Thunderbolt Ross, played by Harrison Ford. And Ross was talking to Sam about bringing together a new Avengers team because the world needs the Avengers. So I think Captain America Brave New World is going to do a lot of groundwork for setting up what's to come with the new Avengers team. And again, I just love the idea of us getting a film that is essentially the calm before the storm. That is going to be the massive multiverse event that is Secret Wars. We're all super excited for that. We all know what's coming, but I like the idea of us getting just a standalone Avengers film. Just give us these characters. Give us time to buy into these characters and their relationships with one another. Let's see these new dynamics. I would love to see Tom Holland, Spider-Man, and Shuri work together. I think that would be a great dynamic. Obviously, seeing Sam Wilson and Carol Danvers lead the team and them share the spotlight in that sense. Give us a film where it's just these characters going through just a situation together that they have to solve. They have to come together and just be the Avengers. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, that'll be the perfect, I guess, starting point to really just blow the door wide open and set things up for Avengers Secret Wars, which I think it'll probably be split into a two-part film if I had to put my money on it, just because it is just such a massive story and there's a lot of story to tell there. And let's be real, Avengers Secret Wars will likely not focus on this new Avengers team we're going to see in Avengers 5. Secret Wars will probably focus on different versions of Marvel characters that we've grown to love over the course of our entire lives. So people like Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool, a lot of the stuff we're going to see in Deadpool and Wolverine will set up Secret Wars. And I'm sure there's going to be other different variants and versions of characters we see in Deadpool, Wolverine that we could also see potentially show up in Secret Wars as well. So with that being said, let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about Marvel, I guess, reworking Avengers 5 to be a much more grounded standalone film, and then the idea of us getting potentially 2 films for Avengers Secret Wars, Part 1 and Part 2. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like this video, comment down below, subscribe, hit that bell notification on my channel to get notified for future videos. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching this one. I love you guys 3000, and I'll see you guys next time.